Hi, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you a modern beach house in the state of Santa Catarina in the south of Brazil. And this property has 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and is only 300 meters from some nice beaches, which is a 3 to 4 minute walk. And the total size of the property is 150 square meters, which is 1,600 square feet. And the total plot of land is 290 square meters, which is 3,100 square feet. And the price of this property is 890,000 reais, which is $156,000. And the property is located in the town of Balneário Gaivota, which is a small town, about 15,000 inhabitants, in the state of Santa Catarina in the south of Brazil. And this area has some nice sandy beaches, but the beach is pretty long and straight, which means there can be a fair bit of wind. Also, the water temperature isn't as warm as some of the other beaches a bit further north in Santa Catarina. And also these beaches aren't surrounded by nice mountains and vegetation and trees that you would find again further north in Santa Catarina. And the real estate agent selling this property is Paulo Cesar Jr., and I'll leave a link to him in the description below. So let's have a look at the property. So this property is a new build, a modern style. It's a single story, but with large windows and high ceilings. And this style of house is very common here in the south of Brazil at the moment. And I personally think that sometimes these properties can look like small office buildings with these big windows. But that's just my opinion. And the property is in a nice, calm neighborhood. Like I said, it's pretty close to the beach, about 300 meters, which is 1,000 feet. So I mean, it just takes 3 or 4 minutes to walk to the beach from the property. And you can see there's still lots of empty plots of land, and some of these are still for sale. And the road outside the property, so this is again very common. So it's kind of a mix between cobblestone and gravel, and you see a lot of that here in the south of Brazil. The property has a small front garden here and a driveway, and then this is the front door. And this style of ribbed wood is very fashionable at the moment. And then to the right here is the garage. So there's no garage door, so it's just this opening here to park the cars. But we'll look at the garage more later. So let's go into the property. Okay, so walking into the property, you come into an open plan living room and kitchen. So you'd have the living room as you come in, and then the kitchen at the far end. And this is a nice big space, lots of windows, natural light. And the pipes and cable sticking up here is for an island in the kitchen. So you'd have cabinets on this wall here, and then an island in the middle. And it would be the buyer that would need to install the kitchen. The kitchen doesn't come with the property. You can see that the builder hasn't installed mosquito nets on the windows though, and I would definitely recommend you would do that. There's lots of mosquitoes in this area. And then we've got patio doors here leading to the garage. And then these big windows in the front here. And only the middle part of the windows actually open up. And the builder's already installed some of the lighting fixtures, which isn't that common. Usually they leave that to the buyer. And then in here you have a small bathroom, just a toilet and sink. And this is a charcoal barbecue, which I've said in many videos all houses here in the south of Brazil need to have. And then next to a barbecue is where you'd have all the kitchen cabinets. And then there's a fireplace here, which looks slightly weird because there's no chimney breast, but there's a chimney on the other side of the wall. For me it looks slightly weird sticking out with no chimney. And then walking down here you've got the laundry room or the utility room, which is very narrow, so I'm not sure how you'd fit a washer, dryer and cabinets in here, but I guess it's possible. So let's have a look at the bedrooms now. So this is the first bedroom. So it's a good size, you can definitely fit a double bed and some wardrobes in here. And then the window looks out onto the garden. And all the bedrooms are en suite. And the bathroom is a good size with some nice tiles. But the buyer would need to install the rest of the fixtures, so the shower and the sink. And you got this little space in the hallway here, which I guess you could put a little seating area here, or maybe even a small office. And you got some windows here on the side, which just look out onto the side garden, which is just this little space here between the house and the wall. And then this is the second bedroom, which is a very similar size to the first bedroom, and then again looks out onto the garden. And throughout the property they've installed these grey tiles, including the bedrooms. And then this is the master bedroom. So this is slightly bigger than the other two bedrooms. A nice ensuite bathroom again. And then nice windows looking out onto the garden again. But you can see here none of the bedrooms have built-in wardrobes, closets, so the buyer would have to do that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the garage and the garden. So the garage is big enough for 2 cars, and like I said, you can install a garage door if you want to at the entrance. And this is the back garden. It's an okay size, it's not that big, but it is big enough to install a swimming pool if you want to. And then surrounding this property, you can see there's lots of empty plots of land. So in the future you're going to have lots of neighbors constructing houses here, creating lots of noise and mess and stuff, so that's definitely something you need to consider. And then just having a look at the front garden again. Now one thing the builder hasn't done is build a wall and a gate in the front garden, and that's definitely something I would recommend you do, because this isn't a gated community with 24-hour security. No, this is just a planned neighborhood. I mean, it is calm and safe, but some crime does happen, so I would recommend just building a simple wall and a gate, just to add a bit of security. Okay, so let's have a look at the rest of the neighborhood and also the beach. So a couple of 100 meters away from the property, you've got this nice park here with a playground, and there's also a small lake in this park as well. So people come here to relax and have picnics, and it's a really nice area. Okay, and this is the entrance to the neighborhood. So you've got this little gatehouse here, and the property is just further down this road. And on the other side of the street is the beach. So you've got these wooden walkways here that go over the sand dunes to the beach. So they built these wooden walkways to make it easier for people to get to the beach, but also to protect the sand dunes, because they don't want people walking all over them and destroying the plants. Lots of small animals as well live there. Then you've got these little areas here to the left and the right where people can sit and eat and relax and get away from the sun a bit. And this is the beach closest to the property. So I mean, it's a nice beach. I don't think there's even one person at the beach right now. But in summertime, so December, January, February, this beach will get pretty busy. I mean, it won't get as busy as some of the other more famous, nicer beaches further north in Santa Catarina, so in Florianopolis, Balneário. No, it won't get as busy as that, but it still will have lots of people. Okay, and that's the property. So I mean, overall, I like this property. I like the size of the bedrooms and the open plan living room and kitchen, and also the location only being a 3 to 4 minute walk from the beach, which is very convenient. I think the negatives of this property is that it doesn't have a very big garden, and also it's surrounded by lots of empty plots of land, so there's going to be lots of construction in the future, so you have to be prepared for lots of noise and mess. And then another negative is that it's not in a gated community with lots of facilities, a gym, a swimming pool with 24-hour security, and also the fact that this area has nice beaches, but they're not as nice as some other areas like Florianopolis, Bombinhas, Balneário. But then that's reflected in the price. So this property is $156,000. It would be a lot more if it was in Florianopolis or Balneário. Okay, so I've done 3 videos now kind of showing you a range of properties near the beach. So I did one video of a property costing $4 million. This was a really big property in a really exclusive gated community near a lake. I then did a video of another fairly large property costing $400,000, again in a fairly exclusive gated community. And then you got this property here for $150,000, which is smaller and not in an exclusive gated community. So hopefully it's giving you a sense for what's available here in the south of Brazil. But I'm going to do more videos showing you other properties here in the south of Brazil, so in the countryside, but also at other beaches as well. So please leave a like, subscribe. If you've got any questions or anything, leave it in the commentary below. So thanks for watching, until next time.